guys, it's your boy Kelly Kel, and we're back at it with another episode of The Red Room. And today we have a Pasadena native, a Grammy-nominated artist, one of the most talented we've had on the channel yet, the one and only Charlie Bereal. Man, we appreciate you, brother.
What's up, Kelly?
Yes, sir. Thank you for pulling up, man. Let's start out. So earlier in your time, right? You're making music growing up with your family. All of your family's musically inclined, so it's in the bloodline. And then you end up going on tour at 18 with Aaliyah.
Yes.
Is there anything that you learned through the business side of music while on that tour that you still kind of carry today?
Yeah, not to let nobody take your confidence. Like, what I mean by that is I came in like on fire, giving my CDs to people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just roll up on you like, here's my CD. And,
Yeah.
you know, and I was very, very just vibrant, and I didn't mind being in the front. But through the years, you know, like just disappointment, fear coming. I'm like, nah, maybe I shouldn't get my CD, or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should wait. But I would say fear, like just stay fearless.
Yeah.
I almost lost that for a little bit. I started becoming a little bit too passive. For example, I was in my passive mode. Jamie Foxx was a neighbor of mine, and we ended up playing basketball. Somebody invited me to play basketball. I was like, yeah. So I didn't even know it was Jamie Foxx's house. So we hooping out there, and then became like a routine. Started balling during the summer, and we ended up being teammates a lot. Like, and one day he had a party, and I just finished Tweet's album, and we're all in the studio, and then you know, of course it was my music. My cousin was there. He knew the music, right? So he got all these, Mona Scott was in there, Jamie Foxx was in there, Tweet's in there, and a bunch of execs was in there.
Right.
And my cousin just blurted out the lyrics to the song. They're like, who are y'all? How do y'all know this song? But Jamie Foxx knew who I was, and Tweet knew who I was. And Jamie Foxx was like, who was that on the guitar? And that was like him. He was like, you do music?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. I thought he knew. But I just wasn't, you know, I didn't walk around telling people what I did all the time. So, and we became super cool after that because we was playing basketball a whole summer, and he didn't know I did music. So our relationship was based on how good I was in basketball.
Do you think that you benefit from a more organic relationship like that to start, or do you think that you could have led with the music side and it still would have been all love?
I think it's a balance. I think everything's supposed to be organic,
right?
Like, but it's still a business,
exactly.
And you have to, if you want something, I mean, closed mouth don't get fed,
right?
I mean, you're just sitting there and you got all this heat, and nobody knows.
Yeah. And
it's like a lot of people get scared because they don't want to get kicked out the room. But if you get kicked out, maybe the room wasn't for you. If you get kicked out the room, you know.
Would you say that, like, approaching a situation like that with the confidence that you feel like you want to restore or have restored from when you were coming fresh off that tour at 18, what would something be different that you would have done? Maybe you might have mentioned it earlier, how would that would have?
The confidence that I had came through Jesus Christ. I was led by the Spirit. Like, I didn't care what nobody thought. Like, I had God, you know, I have God with me.
Yeah.
And if God is for you, who can be against you? So you'll know, like, okay, this is something for you or not for you, based off, you know, your gut feeling, prayer. I know for me.
Yeah, no. I agree. I think the closer you are to the Lord, I feel like the stronger your that gut feeling is, that intuition,
discernment.
Yeah, discernment, exactly. And so yeah, I agree 100%. And I think that a lot of people have experienced that to where they could speak on that and say like, yeah, okay, because there is no playbook. I would assume there's no playbook on how to do XYZ to get to anywhere. So the discernment, that's where the discernment comes in, right?
I'm 18, I don't know. I mean, I had my older brother guide me. Shout out to Kelly Bereal. He was, you know, we were partners. A lot of times he wasn't there because I play guitar. He doesn't, you know, they would ask me to play guitar, write guitar sometimes. So I had to use my discernment. So,
and so speaking of your brother, you come back from tour and then you guys start 2 different companies, correct?
That was we started those companies before I left.
Oh,
Yeah.
got you.
We already had them.
Okay, and then when you come back from tour, the companies start to kind of take off, or how does that look?
Like same time.
Right.
Yeah, it's like same time as my guitar career was elevating. So was the production and the management. We managed Craig Brockman, who did. We started managing him after he did all of my grill, and by Missy Elliott, and he took the money and not the publishing. When that was something he clearly wrote. He would play it all the time before he got with them, but he didn't know anything about the business, and that's one of the main reasons why my brother felt led to start a management company.
So people didn't get taken advantage of.
Exactly.
What's something that you've learned kind of where you're like, all right, this is a way that I want to make sure I move to protect myself? We've had a few artists on here that have had major mistakes. Is there anything in particular?
Yeah, I've always had pretty decent contracts, but I would say go with the best contract and not somebody who you think is just your friend or your boy, because it's I've learned that there's no friends when it comes to business.
Right.
So I chose the friend because I thought like, okay, maybe because back then they had publishing quotas, like you would have to turn in a certain amount of song. And if you didn't, then you kind of get stuck in your deal. And I was kind of intimidated by the other deal because I didn't know nobody up there. And I felt like, well, what if I don't meet my quota? But if I sign this contract, he the homie, he'll probably look out.
Yeah.
But it was the opposite.
Damn.
Yeah, I was stuck for a while.
Man, so how was that being stuck? Basically, being stuck in the contract means you can't really do nothing new. You also can't go anywhere else unless somebody buys out your contract, right? Or how does that work?
Yeah, people think like a song is like, if right now I say I want to do a 3-song deal with you, and you have to bring me 3 songs in a year for your contract to be up. But what people don't know, a song is 100% of the song. So you may have just did the beat with your homeboy, and you only got 25%. So you need 4 more to make a whole song, right? And a lot of people got stuck that way. But that wasn't even my story. I was able to clear mine like really fast. I had a hot run, so
Right.
my contract, they weren't collecting the money, the foreign royalties, or probably even other royalties. So I did all that work, and my money was going in what you call a black hole. And if you don't claim the money, it just stays there, or it's just vote and nobody gets it.
Right.
So I didn't sign with a company that was a real company like because DreamWorks was the other company that wanted to sign me, or Sony, or like a real company. I signed to a friend who didn't have the structure. So my contract was right, but he didn't have the infrastructure to even get the money to pay me. So there's so many ways where it can go wrong.
Yeah. Well, let's kind of touch on. So I had to have Eric send me a list of all of the credits that you have, which is crazy, right? Because first of all, I remember our last conversation, you casually name dropped some of the biggest names in the industry, right? And it was like, you're the first person that I've had that conversation with where you're just like, oh yeah, so-and-so with Timberland and so-and-so with this.
That's like, crazy. It's too much. That's why it's hard, like to say, because it's too much. It's
no, I know. That's why I'm gonna have to read like
trying to, from day one, it's just
Yeah. No, for sure. And so I do just want to, kind of name a few, right? So obviously we got Aaliyah, we got Missy Elliott, we got CeeLo, Maya, Jamie Foxx, and then you even have work with Jay-Z, Ja Rule, Nelly, which I know you toured with him, right? Busta, Busta Rhymes, for those who don't know, Busta. Kanye West, Jamie Foxx, Ashanti, Brandy, Mario, Tweet, and the list goes on. You also worked on shows like The Tonight Show, Mad TV, Jimmy Kimmel, Ellen DeGeneres, BET's Pepsi, Soul Train. Dude, the credits are crazy. Grammys.
Raphael, don't forget about Raphael Sadiq.
Raphael Sadiq.
Yep, D'Angelo.
Man.
Ty Dolla $ign.
Ty Dolla $ign. How's that? I know he plays guitar too, right?
Nah, that's the homie. That was cool. Me and Ty met. Me and Leon Thomas met Ty at the same time.
Oh, nice.
We did City Sky.
Okay.
We got there on Vultures too.
Yeah, man. You like the list is crazy, man. The list is crazy. So thinking about all your credits back then and then emerging as this new artist, do you feel like it's hard for you to harness that confidence you had at 18, or you feel like you're there now?
Nah, it's there, but it's never left because, like I said, I wasn't getting all them people that you name. I wasn't getting my publishing. I wasn't. I was getting some publishing, but I wasn't. It was a lot of money that I was missing, so I never felt that. I never felt that stuff that you named. I don't even know what it feels like.
I see what you're saying.
And now that I signed a deal with Death Row, just the name alone being with Snoop Dogg is giving me access. So all that from the past I'm getting back because I have access and I know people. I got great lawyers. Yeah. So everything that the devil took from me, God is restoring it.
Man, that's a blessing.
And so that hunger is there. I feel like a lot of people I see and I work with, they have no idea. So that fuels me. So the fuel never stops.
Yeah. Even though they don't know, you've been worked directly with legends, literally the legends that are currently still alive, not people that passed away. Like these people are the top industry artists.
I remember when I was playing with Jay-Z, right, when we were doing the B-side thing with 1500. I think somebody had said something. It's crazy about playing with Jay-Z for the first time. I played with Jay-Z when I was like 19, Saturday Night Live. I did it already.
Oh, damn.
There'd be so much stuff I forget.
Yeah, of course.
But,
of course.
Yeah, but like I said, we don't have I didn't have Instagram back then and stuff like that. And I'm not about to walk around with I did this and that.
Nah,
so,
yeah.
You know, a lot of things like just flew over the radar.
It's almost like you're so multifaceted in the industry that it's like if you know, you know. Because you're the go-to guy for this or that or whatever, you know. And so I think we did touch on that. But there's a difference between, like you said, like being that person in the front and then being the go-to guy in the industry that people know to call on. But like, the general public might not necessarily know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so, but yeah, man, I definitely want to give you your flowers because, I mean, that's crazy, bro. And like I said, we obviously know the talent. So you did sign to Death Row recently. When was that? When was the
2024.
2024. Okay. So it's still fairly new, but you're in the mix and you're working with the label. Could you kind of tell us how the relationship was with Snoop building up to the contract? Like, was it pre-existing or did he discover you? How did that kind of work?
I mean, I am from LA, so I seen him in passing a couple of times. I won like $800 off of him playing video games one time. My cousins used to work with him when, on both sides, on my mom's side of the family and my dad's side of the family. My mom's side of the family, they was engineering for him. And then on my dad's side of the family, they did the whole gospel record with him.
Okay.
And then so he would see me, but he still didn't. It's like, what up? It looked familiar, but it wasn't until the gospel album that like I made more of an impact because we did a song together. I rode up there and I had a song and I was like, hey man, he's like, man, I need something that's different than just the traditional gospel. Something that's like, that's kind of like hip hop and gospel. I was like, I got the perfect song. Gave him the song, he rapped on it. We exchanged numbers, but Snoop Dogg is Snoop Dogg. Changed numbers all the time. Pandemic hit. I didn't have his number.
Yeah.
Raphael Sadiq will always tell him about me, so I know that was that too in his ear. Like, yo, you need to telling you he the one. It wasn't until I met up with a guy named a producer, not just a guy, producer, amazing artist named Joseph Lineberg. He produced How Much a Dollar Costs for Kendrick Lamar. So I was already a fan, and I heard his album Astro Progressions, and I was like, oh, this dude is amazing, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, what he's doing, I could use. I just went over to his studio to let him hear my stuff, and he decided to just give me a helping hand. Most people don't do that in the industry without gatekeeping or, man, I need this. Mm-hmm. He was like, do you know Snoop Dogg? He could have been like, hey, man, I'm going to take you over there. He just shot me his new number.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, you should text him, man, and send him these tunes. It's like, so I text Snoop. I was like, getting ready to put an album out. And my homie told me to let you hear him first. And he texts back, like, I want these. And the rest was history.
Damn, so you sent him some unreleased for an album you were getting ready to put out solo.
Yeah, he was like, where you been at? Why you ain't hit me up? I'm like, what you mean? He's like, man, like, you know, because he changed his number.
Yeah.
'Cause we was kind of talking like, yo, let's work. But he, you know, like.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you know how it goes. You know how it goes more than anybody, how busy it could get. And, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So I'm assuming when you finally signed the contract, he knocked off 800 though for that 2K debt. I know he wanted. I know he wanted that
back. Nah, he can't. He don't play 2K. No, I ain't seen him play 2K since he been there. And I ain't played it
since he lost.
I ain't played it in the winter.
Yeah, and then I know you mentioned too. You ran into him a few times, but up until that point on tour, right? Correct or?
Yeah, that's where I won the money.
Oh,
It was all in Australia. It was me, Fat Joe, The Game, Ashanti, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes, T-Pain.
What tour was this?
It was a 2-week run in Australia. I forget what it was called, but it's like the best tour I've ever been on in my life.
I mean, it sounds like.
And we all, like, one night we all just went to Dog Room, and it was a big old suite. T-Pain in there playing piano. Snoop playing 2K, and Busta Rhymes right here. It was a gang of people playing, like Kid Red with Game, and me and Kid Red, we actually had the championship game. I lost by one point.
Dang.
I need my get back. And Bow Wow was playing, but I'm sitting back watching. I'm like, man, I'm better than everybody. I'm not a gambling man.
Yeah.
They're playing $100 a game. And I was just like, I got next. Shoot.
He said, I'm sitting back watching like, I don't even gamble, but I got next. Let me get on those sticks.
Yeah, easy money.
That's what's up, man. I mean, I think that that makes it fun too. But so you've been signed to the label for 2 years now. Because you're so multifaceted, I'm curious to know, like, what is a normal day like at the label when you're there, or are you doing different things every time you go up there to work?
I'm doing different things every time I go up to work. I'm usually like writing songs, and then sometimes I get an assignment. Like if we greenlit to do Jane's album, okay, Jane need records. If it's October need records. If it's a gospel project, it's a gospel project. If it's Dog, it's Dog. Like if it's Half Dead or whoever is up there.
Are you developing multiple at the same time sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I might have songs like that. Like every artist different. Like Jane, she's a songwriter, so all I got to do is just give her. I could just give her an idea. She can come back with something. But other people, it might be a whole record that I had to write and produce. So,
and are you mostly working with artists in house, or are you also working with other artists from other entities all the time?
Even before I got to Death Row, I was fresh off producing BJ Chicago Kid with Yeti.
Yeah,
man. The Indications. We did his whole last album.
I'm so glad that you were able to get with like a Death Row or a label that could really highlight your talents, because, and I know we spoke about this last time too, but your style is so unique to this generation. You know what I mean? And it's something that we need still. It's like the old school mixed with the new school, and it's just beautiful, bro.
Thank
and so
you, bro.
the fact that you get to work with these people like the Leon Thomases and Ty Dolla $ign, just like you're keeping us. The music is going to stay intact if we make sure it's in the hands of Charlie B.
Oh, man,
You know what I'm
thank you,
saying?
bro.
So I appreciate you, man. What's your favorite kind of thing to do though when you do work with artists? Like, are you in the mood all the time to be like, okay, I'm just gonna lace them up with this, or do you have a preference?
It depends on the artist. I like working with singer writers a lot, like a Tweet or a Jane, like somebody that knows how to write like really good, because then I can just do the music and I know what they're gonna give me.
Yeah.
I like doing that. I like and then sometimes I do like writing the whole song and the artist just sits there and it's like I'm just waiting for direction, because then I can kind of like I can use my imagination, like, okay, I think you should sound like this, because I like doing that. Sometimes I think I'm good at that, seeing artists and be like, ah, man, I think it'll be dope if you try this, especially if they never tried it.
Yes,
Like,
and that kind of flows into almost the producer role, right?
yeah. That's when I can really get in my producer bag and not just a beat maker.
Yeah. Do you, and so outside of the day-to-day working for other artists, you're also developing as an artist through the label too, correct?
Yeah, because I was never really trying to be an artist back in the day.
Yeah.
I've always been a producer, musician first. Is LimeWire hit, and then Napster, whatever, and then money start, going down. Ain't no money. When I came in this game, it was money. Money changed. So with the money change, things got tight, different, and like the culture kind of got taken out of the music too. So the A&Rs was even like more so musical. Now everything's analytical, and
Yeah, let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers.
Exactly. So I found myself lost. Like, man, I don't know who can I give music to. Ain't nobody listening. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to put my own stuff out, and it'll be a beacon. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you.
Right.
And y'all come back. And I still feel that way. I feel like I ain't even got started yet.
So I know you mentioned the tour that you did, and you were in Boston. You said that it was just crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to Brittany Howard. Yeah, that was it's my first tour, and the love was amazing in Boston, and the love was amazing in Philly, and that right there, like, let me know, like, okay, this is I can do this.
And then you also said you were getting a lot of international love too. What was some of the countries that you've seen where you're like, okay, we got this on? You keep that on the radar for maybe a international tour.
I know. Shout out to Raphael Sadiq. We did a tour. He was allowing me to sing that song that I did with Snoop, that never came out. I was singing that on his tour, so I sang. I did Pitchfork, and I remember he gave me a chance to sing that, and it was so many people in the audience, I couldn't see the end of it. But as soon as I sang a line and the crowd started screaming, I was like, oh, it's on. You know what I'm saying? So I know that kind of helped, Raphael kind of helped put me on the map out there, because we did France, we did like a lot of places overseas. And shout out to Wildflower and Jason Kramer at KCRW. They used to play my record Walk the Streets of Love a lot, and that was tune of the week. That song is currently like at 7 million streams, still my biggest song. Almost 8 million, and so when I look at my analytics, I see France is banging with me. Japan. I don't know if it's because my sister's from Japan. I got a sister-in-law from Japan, and England definitely rocks with me. I'm just looking at the analytics. So I gotta get out there.
Okay. Yeah, man. So we can expect more music from you in the States, but also eventually down the road, you'll be doing an international tour too. Let's talk about your most recent album, Walk with the Father. You just did the single, or you performed the single on the Red Room, Walk with the Father, the single off of the album. Yeah. That was released in 2025, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And what's the response you been getting? What's the feedback like that you've been getting?
Man, everybody loves it. That hears it. Yeah. So I get this. Oh man, this is amazing. They love it. I'm very grateful for the feedback. But then this other feedback that's like, they just be like, I didn't know it was out. I never heard it. Like, so many people that, you got an album out?
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, congratulations on signing Death Row. Let me know when y'all drop your album. I'll be like,
It's out. It's out.
Yeah, so it's that part. It's just the being heard part. Not nobody's heard it, but people who do hear it, they love it. So
Yeah. Nah, I mean, if you can't even, it doesn't have to be your style, but if you can't admit, like, oh yeah, that's talent right there, then you probably just a hater, you know?
Right.
And at that point, that's not for us. So, and then last but not least, let's talk about the Blue Note show that you got coming up, right? So that's going to be on August 5th in LA, correct?
Yep.
Okay, August 5th in LA at the Blue Note, and then who?
Hollywood.
Oh, in Hollywood, and then who you gonna be playing with? I know you guys got some killer crew.
Jairus Mosey, Chris Dave, and Q Johnson on the bass.
Man,
so
beautiful.
Chris Dave be on drums, Jam on the guitar, I'm on guitar, Q on the bass. I'm gonna be singing a lot of songs from Walk with the Father, and probably some joints from 11 and some covers.
Okay. So you'll be singing the whole night.
Yeah, the whole night. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
singing and playing.
Let's go, man. Well, we're gonna be there. Me and Erg will be there.
Dope.
Yeah, so we're excited about it. But yeah, is there anything that you want to tell the folks before we get up out of here, man? Anything at all? What does Charlie be about? What's he got going on?
Man, I would say if you're an artist out there, like I said, like for me, and this is the realest thing in the world. I went through a lot of stuff, but I always kept my faith in Jesus Christ, and that's what helped me, and that's what's still sustaining me and holding on to righteousness. Because with all of this crazy stuff and people in the industry, you gotta have something that's solid, that doesn't waver, unshakable love, unshakable courage, unshakable faith. And sometimes we get shook. When you hold on to something that's pure and solid, you're gonna be all right. Take them with you everywhere you go, because everybody ain't for you. And also, I've been seeing a lot of artists, discouraged right now. It's 2026, putting out music and things ain't going the way they want it to go, sales wise and things like that. But just remember, only people matter. We matter. It's not about all of that other stuff. Just do what you love. Keep doing what you love. And somebody, even if it's just one person, two persons that heard your stuff, if you stay true to who you are and keep it with love, just know that your music is here to help somebody. So just do it for that.
Man, Charlie, we thank you, bro. Thank you for being a light in the industry. You've been serving the music industry for over 20 years, and you're going to keep bringing us great stuff, man. So we appreciate you. And that's all the time we got for today, man. So it's your boy, Kelly Kel. We thank you guys for being with us. Like Charlie said, man, God is good. God is great. And yeah, man, we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.
This episode is sponsored by Vibe Energy. Go drink Vibe, baby.